Alright, what up? First stream in a long time. Ooh, cool menu. She looks at the stuff you're looking at. That makes sense, right? Anyway, first stream in like 10 days. Don't ask. That's really weird. This has been changing itself back. It says 1920 by 1080 and 23 hertz. I've changed this to 60 a couple of times and it's never kept the setting. Weird. Hopefully it keeps it this time, or at least until we reset the game. Very weird menus in this game. Very weird graphic settings. You have this thing called CRT mode that looks like this. I'm choosing not to put you through that. There's also film grain that looks like this. I feel like it just makes everything look worse. I get that it's meant to be off the era, but as somebody that like was born in 1990, I don't want to relive CRTs or film grain. Let's see if it kept the 60 hertz. Hold on, give me a second. Alright, I'm gonna have to write a note here. I have to write down to cut out the first fucking 5 minutes of this video because holy shit. Alright. Let's try this again. First stream in 10 days and it's going great. 2 interruptions already before we're even out of the menus. Signalis. It came out last month. I didn't play it for Horror Month. I didn't think it was a horror game. I don't know. Can we just play the game? Did it come out last month? Fuck it. We're playing the game. It's been like so difficult to stream lately. And then the one day I decide today I'm gonna stream and 2 interruptions in 4 minutes. Anyway, pixely looking game? Oh, it is 3D. It is 3D. It's one of those 3Ds that's put through a filter, right? To make it look pixely. Weird. I was just like looking when I walk behind that because the depth, like if I'm standing over here, it's really hard to see that there's any depth on that item. Like that pod thing, I don't even know. Anyway, I guess we're going through the door. Is this a type of game where you explore and find secrets, or do you just follow the path that it shows you? Because this is pretty much, you know, I would say this is go up the ladder. The lock is defective, the door cannot be opened. Great. Wouldn't if a lock was defective, that would mean the door was opened? Big false. Anyway. Like, think about it. A defective lock would be not locking something. Aufklärungs Raumfahrzeug Type Penrose. Yeah. Penrose type vessel field operations manual. Penrose type vessel is off the Eugen? People's Navy are low-cost space exploration vessels deployed beyond the solar system's edge in the search for planets and moons fit for habitation or rich in natural resources to support the continuous growth of our great nation. All Penrose vessels are piloted by a Gestalt Scout officer supported by a Land Survey Ship Technician Replica, LSTR. Land Survey Technician Ship Technician Replica. This partner system or Gestalt replica cooperation has proved successful in countless previous scout operations. I am struggling to read this. I don't even know why. Maybe I'm just tired as hell. Mutual control and support allow both the Gestalt officer and the technician replica to perform at their optimal capacity. So we're working with a land survey ship technician replica, like an android. Once the vessel is catapulted towards the edge of the solar system by an orbital mass driver, the pilot may adjust the course from the flight deck while the replica will take care of mechanical maintenance of the vessel. Oh. I think our replica's broken though. Is this the replica? We don't have the code for this. Diagnostic systems for the cryogenic capsule. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need to locate the code for this guy. I don't even know anything about this game. All I know it's a survival horror, but I don't know like which end of the spectrum of survival horror is it. Is it Resident Evil style survival horror, or is it Resident Evil style, you know? Like Resident Evil 1 or Resident Evil 5? What the actual fuck? Huh? And you press B to like back out. Interesting. Right? That it has such a weird interface. This kind of feels like Aliens. Like the tech level that the spaceship has kind of feels like the first Alien movie. I'm guessing we're snowed in on a planet somewhere. Like we've crashed. The landing and docking assist monitor. It's of no use to me now. Faded photograph is stuck to the LDAM controls. Pick up the photograph. Yee. Picked up photograph. Inventory. Photograph. A photograph taken on self-developing film. Despite the damage, Ariane Young can still be seen on it. And it looks like it's a Y with a dot in the bottom right for the cryo. And if you inspect it, you can like move it. Cool. Alright, I guess that's our clue. The starboard controls panel, the controls aren't responding to any inputs, probably an electrical failure. Ship's control panel, judging from the readout, there's no chance it'll ever fly again. It did say that you can only adjust the course of the flight after it's catapulted by the mass relay, or whatever. What did it call it? I kind of want to go back and read it and see what it called it. Something relay, right? Orbital mass driver, which is probably like a giant railgun or something, maybe. Anyway, I kind of don't want to wake up that person yet. I want to explore a little bit myself. LSTR features repair logic module. Serving our great nation as ship technicians aboard the scout vessels of the Penrose program, LSTR-type replicas like yourself are equipped with a specialized repair logic module, RLM, allowing them to quickly and easily repair both themselves and important mission equipment. Access the RLM functions. Enter the inventory screen by pressing X. I think that's actually square, right? Because it says X and A. So this is Xbox controls, even though it's a PlayStation 4 controller and it supports DualShock 4. Select the item to repair with left and right. Press A to open the command menu. Select combine. Combine mode. While in combine mode, select a second item to repair. Huh? Okay. Press A to combine both items. To repair damage to replica's body, select a suitable repair item. Simply choose the use option. Okay. Sometimes it can be helpful to take a good look at an object from all sides. Select the inspect option in the command menu to enter inspect mode. Well, in the inspect mode, use... Okay, cool. We've already done that. But I guess it needs to have that so that you know, so that you know to inspect stuff. Penrose 512, scout vehicle status monitor. Status critical system failure detected. Location unknown planetary surface. Report. Crew status. A. Young, Gestalt pilot, no signal. LSTR 512 replica unit active mess hall. That's me. Hard landing on surface has damaged critical systems. Warning, surface temperature critically low. Wear protective clothing during AVA. So, should I even wake up A. Young if they're an actual person? What if I can survive this and they can't? And I wake them up and they just die of, like, exposure. Can I run? Is there a run button? There is. This is running. What the hell is this? A suit? There's an Ava suit in the case. A key card, okay. And on this wall, suit has been removed from the case. But there's only 2 crew, so who would have removed the suit from the case? If the other person is, like, in this hole. In this pod. Empty. Two pieces of a key snapped in half lie inside the cryogenic pod. Pick up airlock key. Yes. So they snapped their key in half and then took a suit and left. Pretty straightforward. Combine the items. So I'm guessing that it's not going to be set on the ship and we're actually going to be on the planet for most of this time. I'm wondering if this gives you access to the suit. Yeah, okay. Because it's the airlock keycard, I didn't know if it would give you access to the suit or the airlock. Pretty cool intro. Like, it really feels like a late PlayStation 1 game more than anything. Things like this feel more like a PS2 game, like a Japanese PS2 game. I don't even know like which specific one I would be thinking about. Like maybe like Fatal Frame, or like some obscure games are like this, like Eternal Ring, one of the FromSoft's first games. FromSoft that make Dark Souls. Is that blood? There's a strange hole leading deep into the ground. There's a faint light glowing deep. Crawl in the hole. That's a lot like a Silent Hill type thing. There's no point going up there again. Is this a jump scare style game? Am I gonna like get some weird screaming faces when I come out the other side of the hole? Yeah, this is like late PlayStation 1, early PS2. What? It's like this is so different than I thought it was. Like, so different to what I expected. Alright, we got 3 padlocks on a safe. Cool. We got a German flag. The national flag. The national flag. So the USA people? Euro people? I can't remember what it said. Dark pictures of a coastline and an island. Are they photographs? And we're not even going to lift them off the wall? Old Imperial series. I'm pretty sure these are banned. Textbooks on radio operation. They look old and worn. Is that it? Is there really nothing else on that shelf? Cool. Is this the computer on the top of the desk, or is this the computer back here? Is this like a box? An old wooden wardrobe. We're not even gonna look in it. Alright. Is this gonna be a game where I need to write stuff down? An ancient looking tome is lying on the table. It feels like it's calling to me. Pick up The King in Yellow. Sure. Uh-oh. This is like a Close Encounters of the Third Kind reference, maybe? Preparing to send message. And then it's 3 musical notes. Achtung. Should I be writing this down? Great holes secretly are digged where Earth's pores ought to suffice, and things have learnt to walk that ought to crawl. What the? Why is she disintegrating? Remember our promise? What is this? This game is weird as fuck. This game is so weird. It feels like an artsy, like, weird Japanese game. Is this before what happened? Is this after? Synchronized tit? What? Oh, wait. Was that robot like a replica of a person with like a real person's memories in it? Somebody who was really good at repairing the ship? Like, when are we right now? We came all the way here to find her. There's no turning back now. Bathroom stall in various states of disrepair. To find Young? It's locked. I need to get a visitor pass from the reception first. There's no one at the reception desk. I wonder what happened that caused the staff shortage at a facility like this. Surface access lift. I don't need to go back. So, I don't need to go back. Huh? I mean, we climbed down a ladder and went into stairs kind of thing and went into a hole. We didn't come down on an elevator. Welcome to S23 Sierpinski. You've been selected. This is Sierpinski triangle, by the way, on the pass thing. You've been selected or have elected to be relocated by Aeon to S23 Sierpinski. Located at Lang at the frontier of the solar system, S23 Sierpinski is the perfect place for a new beginning. At our prestigious blank vocational school facility, you will learn new skills to shape your future as a productive citizen of our wonderful nation. Here you will learn about mineral extraction, ore refinement, and munitions production, helping the war effort against the remnants of the Empire. Oh, she said like the Empire books were banned. And of course, wait, is it British Empire? And we're like, this is like the Nazis? I mean, the Germans and the Japanese were the Axis forces, and the Italians, I guess, of World War II. Right? So is the Empire the Brits and the Americans, and then this is the Germans and the Japanese? Or is it completely fictional? And of course, learning is just... It's not just about theory. Aeon lets you earn your share while practicing your new craft right at the workplace. Concerned about your family, friends, former colleagues? Ask a protector with like a K, okay, about our ration sharing plan. A portion of your ration marks will be sent to a beneficiary of your choice. Ration marks, like Deutschmarks? There's a keycard with a note taped to the window of the reception. Due to staff shortages, report new arrivals at classroom 4C Northeast. Cool, we're picking it up. 4C Northeast. And this is east. I'm assuming that north is like further in this way. The cameras follow you like Metal Gear. Denk an die Regel der Tragnime als Sex Gegestande bei der okay, 6 something. Is every door locked? I bet I'm gonna like get stuck at some point because I don't notice that there's a door on the wall. Alright, corpses. Not good. A dead Yule unit. She's in a horrible state. Infected looking biocomponents are bulging out of her damaged shell. What happened to her and what would cause this? Memorandum wall safe codes. It's come to my attention that at least one worker might be aware of the code. Broadcasting frequencies for the protector wall safes. Any workers connected to this leak are to be interrogated until the culprit is found. I'm restricting all radio privileges for workers until further notice. Adler. So the radio is going to tell us the wall safe codes. Aufzeichnungen führen. Alles protokollieren. Denke daran. I don't even know what the hell this means. Oh, keep records. Protocol everything. Remember, if you didn't write it down, it never happened. Get the right forms from administration and save your files frequently. True. I'm like known for writing shit down when I play games to the point where it's like it's obsessive sometimes, and then I don't even use the stuff that I wrote down because it's like either the game has a really nice menu where you can say for example like go through your inventory or logs at one side of the screen and then have the puzzle on the other, stuff like that. So I end up having all these logs that are completely useless. Like these physical copies of in-game documents that are totally useless. We did that a lot in Escape Academy, and the other one was oh god, what was the other one? Just after Escape Academy we played a puzzle game and it had a really nice menu. It didn't look like it was gonna have a nice menu, but it did. And then you were able to just like open the hint thing on one side. It was Song of Horror. Yeah, Song of Horror with the piano as well. I wrote down all the piano notes for Song of Horror, and then you can just like look to the right and there's the notes like right there. Service request form F29. Date of filing service request form 84214. Huh. 84214. Would that be like 2084 and then the 21st of April? I'm gonna sneeze. Give me a minute. You know when you're gonna sneeze and then you don't? That. Okay. Full protector ID of unit filing request EULR S2309 replica. Status staff department blank. Full protector ID of unit processing request ARAR S2303. So one robot's filing a request form for another robot. Service object Mond and Tochter, right? Tochter. Talk. I don't even know. High security wall safe. Numeric keypad. Location of object. Classroom 4B. Description: the wall safe in Classroom 4B keeps resetting to the default combination. What's the point of the whole radio code broadcasting system if our safe can only be opened with the code in the manual? Alright, so the code in the manual works safe 4B. I would normally write that down, but today I'm not going to do that. Hold the phone here. I just checked. This game is using like a surprising amount of my graphics card. Like a surprising amount. I have a GTX 1070 and this game looks like a PlayStation 2 game. It's using 39 to 50% of a 1070. Either I'm running this at a crazy high frame rate by accident, or it's just really demanding. I am not going in there. That music changed to something not good. Music's not good here either. Any fuckers got a gun? You got a gun? A dead EULA unit. Why was she abandoned here? Does it look like she's abandoned here? She fucking died. Look at this shit. Abandoned? She's dead. Oakley dokley. Perfect time to read in the library. An aperture card microfilm viewer. If I had an aperture card, I could view its contents here. That's great. Is there a wall safe here? Is this a safe? Hello? A simple first aid kit. I can't use any of these since they're not designed for replicas. Feels bad, man. I'm a robot and I can only be repaired with flex tape. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. Very cool. Empty room. Great. Well, if we ever get a microfilm, we can go there and look at the pictures of boobs or whatever's on microfilm. Oh yeah, we never checked out the big red ominous TV. Yep. Safe room, right? Yeah. Progress saved in file 01. Very cool. You know, Rainer Weiss, formerly Brown Man, he always saves on slot 3, right? What I used to do is, every so often I would back up to like some random number of slot, like slot 7 or 2. And then I would like save on slot 1, but I would always have this backup. And I remember once, I think it was Final Fantasy X, got locked into this fight where you couldn't go back and like grind for levels. You just had to do the fight, and I couldn't do it. Had to go back to a save file that was like 10 hours before. I was so mad about it. But I would have been even more mad if I had to redo the whole game. Also, it wasn't 10 hours when you skip the story. It's like 3 hours. Because the second time you play through something, you're not gonna like read the story. Okay, so this is the code, and it returned to the default. I'm thinking the default is boobs. Yeah. No running in the hallways. No running in the hallways. Be mindful of your neighbors. Everyone can hear you run. Brother, I'm gonna run in the hallways. You cannot stop me. Is there something here? Oh, it's just pointing to tell me where I am. Oh god, I thought that was like another door. Okay, classroom 4C. One of these is 4. I think that's 4B on the bottom right, because that has the safe. Star, an Ulster unit. You should leave this place. She's a robot too, right? Like, she's got robot lugs. This facility is lost. Turn back before it's too late. Ulster, I'm looking for this woman. Have you seen her? Star, I don't know her, but she might be one of the workers. Why wouldn't Ulster go and get the first aid kit and help this dying lady? All Gestalt workers were sent to the mine below the facility. If she's still alive, isn't that the word for deaf? What does that translate to? Isn't that like in Sekiro, when you die, this fucking thing pops up and it's like, Shunu, right? She's probably down there in the mine. Great. I love mines. There's an access elevator to the mine shaft 1 level below, but you'll need an administrator's key to use it. Why am I not helping this lady? I'll be out here as soon as this repair patch stops my bleeding. You should get out of here too. I don't know who that woman... Oh, repair patch! Because this is a robot. Alright. I don't know who that woman is. She's probably dead by now. Feels bad, man. If you still want to go, good luck. This is such a weird stream today, dude. I feel like I'm like really not entertaining today at all. I feel like overly tired for no reason. Pick up protector key. Yes. I love protector keys. They're my favorite. There's an access elevator to the mine shaft 1 level below, but you'll need an administrator key to use it. If she's still alive, she's probably down there. That was a nice Tarzan yawn. It's a flag. It's locked. Classroom key required. Well, I'm guessing we use the protector key on the protector door, and then that gets us the classroom key, or possibly the safe combination, and then we come back up here. Is this where the key's used, the protector key? Am I dumb? So replicas aren't clones, right? Replicas are just robots. Is there a map? There is a map. Huh? Pressing buttons. Oh. Shit. Earliest stream ever? No. But thanks for mocking my terrible schedule, Grummeldunk. You haven't missed much. You've missed me being not entertaining for like 35 minutes. That's where the protector key goes. So how do we move this map? I don't think we can. I don't think you can move the map. Toggle map scrolling, and then it has like a picture of like, what is that button? P? Toggle map scrolling. I don't know what that button is. Toggle map scrolling, and it's like a weird P with like the back cut off. I don't even know what that is. It's definitely not on a controller. What is that button for toggle map scrolling? I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller. Oh, it's a X. But that would be A, right? On a... Yeah, that's not an A. Weird. Very useful though, to have map scrolling finally. Alright, cool. Let's go this way. So you didn't play it that long then, right? It's taken me 40 minutes to get here, and that's like with me doing stuff. To hit the inventory from here on Switch, you'd think you would use a numpad, but no, it's a left joystick. Wow. Alright, that's totally different from DualShock. Oh. You mean like... Ah, yeah. Like it's up and down, right? For inventory and whatever, right? It's square on the PlayStation 4 to go into this menu. It's very weird. It's a weird game so far. Alright, drawers. Bottom drawer first. Always check your drawers. That was a Scottish joke. Gun. That's good. Yes. Give me gun. Aperture card. Yes. We can look at that on our thing. Type 75 pistol. User manual. Achtung. The Type 75 pistol is a short recoil-operated, locked breech, semi-automatic pistol chambered in 10 by 22 by 20 millimeter. What a great description! It's like straight off of Wikipedia. This reliable, versatile handgun is the standard issue sidearm of Aeon Protector Control staff. Replica users remember to first equip the Type 75 pistol in the inventory screen to designate the pistol as your primary weapon for the targeting module. To deploy the weapon, hold left triggerino to disengage the safety and enter targeting mode. While in targeting mode, right trigger and A will both fire the weapon. Right bumper will initiate a reload. So very like standard Resident Evil controls on the shooting, right? Remember, do not waste ammo, for it is a resource of the nation, and when a target is down, try to finish it off by kicking or hitting it with a baton to preserve ammunition. Very efficient. Very German. Ooh. Butt plug. Memorandum terminology. I announce the following by order of Aeon. Due to recent events, in accordance with the new Aeon Public Interest Media Regulation AGM-87, the term... Now that could be the F word. It could be the K word. It could be the Y word. It could be the N word. It could be a lot of words. It could be the O word. Or the G word. The G word's been popular again recently, which is currently in use in various Aeon facilities, is no longer permissible and must be no longer be used. Premises and departments that are currently using the term are to be immediately renamed. Huh. Is the word Nazi? Is it actually one of the N-words? Is it the word Nazi? Because, you know, German, like the Japanese robots, and they're against the Empire. What is it they called it? The Empire, right? Which would be the British Empire. Management personnel shall black out the term from all signage and documents until replacement terminology is announced by Aeon. With immediate effect, usage of the term in conversation and correspondence is an offense, obscenity to the state, to be punished with 2 cycles of double work shift. You know, wouldn't it be cool if you said the word on Twitch and all you had to do was stream double hours? Or like run double ads? That would be pretty cool. I'm kidding. It may not be easy, but if you did it by accident, it'd be pretty cool, alright? Like you did it by accident, like PewDiePie on the bridge. Remember when he was on the bridge and he said it by accident? I just thought it was redacted, not as actually a swear. It must have been like some offensive term, right? Like how the term brainstorm or whatever became a thing. Yeah. It must be a term. Our language shapes our world. A perfect world requires a perfect language. Adler. I'm guessing Adler is like, you know, good old Adolf. I shouldn't say good old Adolf, right? Like I really shouldn't. I shouldn't say that. I'm not a Nazi, right? Like I don't. I'm just not. I don't know how else. Where do you go from there? Oh yeah, pistol. We gotta equip it in the old pistol menu. Equip. Let me inspect it as well. Can I inspect this shit? Look at that. Woo. Cool. It's got a weird position for the laser. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. Like a laser is on this side. Cool. Oh! I didn't mean that. How many bullets do I have? Just the ones that were in it? Well, 9 now. It was 10. It's 9 now. You know what I tried to do? You know why it went off? Do you want to know? Because I held down the left bumper and I remembered that it was A to shoot, but I thought that maybe I could try running with right trigger to see if I could run with the gun, because like I noticed you could move with the gun, right? And then I ended up shooting. Yeah, I'm banned from firearms. It's not a good idea. Oh, it's fun. It's fun doing shit wrong. It's so good. I actually don't I don't understand the intro to this game, but I'm hoping it comes together. Like when her face melted off when she looked at the computer, when she climbed into the hole in the snow. I'm not understanding if this is like after or before or what. You dead? I don't have a baton, right? Oh god. Huh? Stomp? Oh, do you have to like be in a certain position? Because the square box wasn't showing up for a bit. Well, that was a waste of ammo, but hopefully we'll be fine. Be close. Yeah, it looked like the square box disappeared and I didn't want to like press it and do something strange. Nice noises coming out of those enemies though. Very spooky. Very Silent Hill. Are you alive? Isa Ito? Isn't that her from the picture? It's her. You don't belong here. I'm Isa. Isa Ito? You should be careful. There's something. Wait. Huh? Wait, I'm confused. She said I'm Isa Ito, but it had. Did it have Isa's name at the top? Am I high? You should be careful. There's something wrong with this place. Oh, it did. Never mind. I thought it was like us saying that, which would be weird. I don't know what happened, but it's probably dangerous to go any further. Alright, Ulster. That's us. It's okay, I understand. I have something I need to do too. Take care. I hope you find who you're looking for. So that wasn't the person from the photo. Okay. Well, goodbye. She's not taking the med kit with her? He says no. If you find this note, despite everything that's happened, I've come to look for you, Issa. And it's to Erica. Sure get finished? It did. I'll send you some nice shitter photos. Do you want some shitter photos? Let me send you some shitter photos. You on the old Steam? You logged in? You're not logged in on Steam. 20 hours ago. You know what? I'll link you in chat. That's how nice of a guy I am. Right? I'll link you some nice shitter photos. There you go. Look at this. Right, give you a sec. Do you want me to link you on Steam? I could link you here. But then if you click it here and you're on mobile, it'll take you out. You know what I mean? Alright, cool. You're on Steam. Alright, shitter photo number 1. Shitter photo number 2. Shitter photo number 3. And you can have a picture of what my shitter looked like when it was a temporary installation. When the old bathroom was ripped out, they put the shitter back in. So we still had a shitter. And it looks like a fucking Chernobyl toilet. And then that's my shitter in my front garden. Yeah. It's a fancy looking shitter. Yeah. The demo work on the shitter took a whole day to get all the old tile out, because it was like tile walls and tile floor, and then yeah, like the full day for 2 of them working the whole day to get rid of that, and then the rest of it took, you know, five full days to change everything. Like everything's changed. The radiators, the roof, ceiling, I guess, not the roof. The lights in the ceiling, the extractor fan, the subfloor, the actual floor, all the other stuff that you see, like literally everything was changed. The only thing that's still there that was there before is the window, like the white PVC windows. No, we're not gonna make the shitter into a bird bath, but it's a good idea, I guess. I think you'd get a lot of like sick birds. You get a lot of sick birds if you did that. Birds don't want poo-poo toilet water. You know what's weird, right? Monday was the day that we started the bathroom thing, right? So that was 7 days ago. So why was my last stream on Twitch 10 days ago? I'm pretty sure I streamed the night before the workmen were here. No? Like, I'm pretty sure I did, because I was up late. The night before the workmen were here, I was up until, like, past midnight, and I think that was Sunday. I think it's actually only been 7 days since I haven't streamed, but it says that it's 10 on Twitch. It's very weird. Yeah. Was I just up looking at waifus? Was I just playing Senran Kagura? Did I not stream on, like, last Sunday and Monday? Or a week ago last Sunday? I thought I did. Coagulant type K. It's thermal paste. Thermal paste. Ammo. I love ammo. Let's check, right? I fired this gun, so technically there should be 1 in the chamber. So when I check the ammo, I should have 11 in the gun. 10. It's 10. I just swapped the clip, right? Or magazine, not a clip. I swapped the magazine, which should have 10, and I should have 1 in the chamber. Yeah, I must have not streamed on the Saturday and Sunday before the work started, and that would make it 10. It doesn't feel like that. I've literally spent the whole week, my screen time on my phone, right? My phone's daily screen time is normally 2 hours. My phone screen time went up to 7 hours. I was 7 hours screen time because all I was doing was like sitting in the living room doing nothing. Like watching the fucking World Cup. I don't even like football. I don't even like football. I've watched so much of the World Cup, dude. I don't even like football. I've never had an interest in football ever. I still don't. I still don't, but I still watch. Is the only thing on. What did we pick up? We picked up a coagulant and a ammo. That doesn't help us. I need the classroom key. Lock is defective. Does this one say lock is defective too? Alright. Classroom key. Oh yeah, we had the slide. I'm an idiot. We had the slide to look at on the slide projector, but I think we got distracted because there was like, you know, a woman decapitating a body in there, you know? Kind of puts you off when a woman is cutting a body to shreds. Here we go. Use the aperture card. Look at this. Beautiful. Mond and Toctor high security wall safe numeric. This wall save complies with using... How did you pronounce that in your head? I think it's meant to be Europe and Asia, right? Like Eurasian, because it's Japanese robots and Japanese names, but it's clearly like German flags and like... So I think it's meant to be U as in Europe and then Zan as in Asian. So Yuzan or Yuzan. Yeah, the safe thing is in here, right? Like it resets to the default numeric code. Yeah, so it's 20, 45, 12. Oh, found out how to save. Yeah, on the red monitor. Not the safe. I thought you said the safe. Yeah, to save the red monitor. High density Kraftstahl door secured with a numeric keypad, proudly produced by Heimat by Mond and Tochter. That's how Germans talk in my head, by the way. They all talk like... Did you ever watch the series Eurotrash? They all talk like the German guy from Eurotrash. It had like a French host, and then it had like a German... Anyway. Tresor technique. Instructions for use, yeah. Enter the code using your keypad. That's how Germans talk to me. Like in my head. In my head, they're all like, I don't know. They're all like slightly camp. I don't know. Press the confirm keypad in the bottom right. If correct, a green light will light up. Rotate the dial on the left to open the door. To clear any previous entered digits, press E. Seems pretty straightforward. Okay. While the door is open, enter the desired new code in the keypad. Press and hold the confirm key for 10 seconds. Can we do this? Can we do this? Can we set it to a custom thing? Can we make it say boobs? I've actually forgotten the default code already. I've literally forgotten the code. I've walked out of the room thinking about boobs and completely forgotten the code. Oh my god. 204512. Okay. There's a journal? Wait, really? Is there? Is there actually? Diagnostics. Is that it? Ah. Okay. I mean, it makes sense to have a journal, but like, you know, how can I read the slide without the slide reader? I literally walked out and I was thinking about like changing it to boobs and just no. Oh my god, this is gonna be a long game. This is why I write shit down. This is why I write shit down all the time. Is there a head in this safe? No head. That actually looked like Korean on the top right. Classroom key. Klassenzimmer! Oh, it's the Klassenzimmer key. Oh, yeah. That's how Germans talk. This kind of looks like Korean, right? Or, Hangul. Hangul is the name for the Korean language with, like, the circles and the lines. Dude, now I'm gonna do this stupid German voice this whole playthrough. I'm gonna hold back. I'm not doing it, right? I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do the stupid German voice. So this is classroom 4C, right? This is where you're meant to go for registration, right? Like it says, go to 4C. You need to talk like a girl if you do that. Wait, why? Would it make you feel less weird or more weird? What are we going for here? Are we going for more weird? Oh god, progress saved in file 01. Cool. Oh, I'm playing a girl. That makes a lot more sense than, you know, you trying to feel less weird. That makes a lot more sense. I don't even have a girl voice. I think that men, because our voices are so low, we're actually really pretty good at like older women voices, but not like younger girl voices. Right, we're not going down the hole. Go this way. Real talk though, right? You know you're saying like, is this the earliest you've ever streamed? So, on the Sunday night before the Monday where they started the demolition, I slept like 3 hours, roughly 3 hours, and I had to get up and go next door to shower because obviously like our shower was no, I actually got up and showered. Never mind. Monday I did get up and shower before they were here. But then the Tuesday I had to shower at my brother's house, right, which is like right next door. And it was like really cold, right? So I got a cold on the Tuesday, and then by the time it was Wednesday, I was like really, like I could not stop sneezing. It was a nightmare. It was not good. Where am I even going? I'm going back here because I thought there was another door back here. I know there's a map, but like, I thought there was another door. So after like doing that multiple times, right, like going across to his house and whatever, Tuesday and Wednesday, on 4 hours of sleep a night, 5 hours of sleep, maybe on the Thursday I think I got 5 hours. I was really sick last week. Like last week I was just sick the whole time, like just sneezing and no cough or anything, which was good, but it wasn't great. It wasn't fun times. Yeah, I thought there was another door. Is there really just classroom 4C? There wasn't another door that the classroom key opened? I thought there was another door. I thought we went up to a door, tried it, and it was like a north-facing door. If like you take the top of the screen as north. I thought there was another one. Alright, fuck it, right? If that's the only door, then that's the only door. Guess we're going down the hole. I have no idea what to expect from this game. So far it's like it's good. It feels competent, it feels solid, it feels like a game. It feels like there's definitely some depth to it, but I'm not understanding a lot. It feels very like Silent Hill, but maybe like it explains a little bit more in Silent Hill. There's a hole in the ground. It looks like I can drop down safely. Let's go. Let's go in the hole. Nothing bad ever started with going in a hole. Nothing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Ceiling is collapsed. There's no way through. Oh god. Really hope the plot stays together. It doesn't turn to some RE weirdness because the scene was a bit suspicious. Oh god. How do I know if that's like alive or not? You alive, bitch? Look at my little legs. You see the way her legs end in like a taper where she doesn't have flat feet at the end? There's a lot of artists that draw like that. It kind of looks like Animal Crossing feet. A dead Eula unit. The synthetic skin and hair on her head were replaced with a layer of thin, wet gauze. Parts of her polyethylene shell are missing, exposing her biocomponents. I wonder how this happened. She got peeled or burned or some shit. This explains why stomping is effective. Yes, because we've got stiletto feet. The elevator is out of order. Looks like it. Looks like it. Is this an automatic camera or is like somebody watching me? Because you know in the intro when you turn the game on, you see like a zoomed in version of the girl's face. What's her name, by the way? I've completely forgotten her name. But you see like a zoomed in version of her face with like an eye, right? And it's almost like maybe the real version of you that you're a replica of is watching you, or maybe it's Alina. Weird. Oh. Is this one out of order? No. Oh. Ooh, these parts are scary. This is like this literally feels like an old like PlayStation 1 game, or more like what PC games were like during the PS1 era. Does that make sense? Like, PlayStation 1 games didn't really have this point and click. Service hatch key. Cool. Yeah, PlayStation 1 games didn't really have this look to them. But the PC games of this time did. Somehow doesn't look like ass, which those games did. Oh no. Dude, people worked really hard on those games. You're just mocking them. Vertical map of S23 Sierpinski. Lang orbital. Oh, they've blurred it out. See if it says it is like the thing is redacted in white? That'll be the term that was probably for the robots. It's probably it's probably a reference to. Hold on, how many letters would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's probably about 10 letters. Or 8 letters in a couple of spaces. You know what it could be? It could be like in Blade Runner, how the other people call K a skin job. You know they call him a skin job if you're like a replica? It's maybe like a slang term for the robot workers. That's what the white is. Right? It's like a, yeah, it'll be a word for replicas. Totally. It totally has to be. We're the old skin jobs. Krankenflügel. Oh, mein Krankenvogel. What's that word at the bottom? Führungskommando. Oh, mein Führungskommando. So this elevator is the one on the left, right? We can only go between the Menningszugang and the Führungskommando, right? Or is this... Are we on the personnel floor and we can get up to Arbeiter, which would be the work floor? No, we came down. Shit, I'm an idiot. We're on, yeah. Yes. We're on yes. Yeah, we have to be where the A is, right? Where the A next to the AB. Okay. Service hatch. Service hatch. Where is the service hatch? Are you a service hatch? Service hatch key. What about the ceiling? Nope. Okay. What does that do? Close the door? Is there jump scares in this game? I need a protector identification card to unlock the elevator control panel. Yes, you do. So this is redacted. See how this is like blurted out? This will be like the skin job level. Then Arbeiterquartier is like work quarters. Krankenflügel is a hospital. Kranken means sick, so it's like sick deck. Sick deck A and B. Wartungseben, I don't know what that is. And Protector Quarter is the security. Right? So work quarters, 2 hospital levels, security, farting level, and whatever this is. I think we're out here though. We're on floor 2. Or this is elevator 2. This is elevator A on floor 2. Yeah, look, floor 2, elevator A. Great. Fantastic. We learned absolutely nothing. There's more stuff to the side, right? No jump scares so far is good. I feel like jump scares would cheapen this game. Put a lot of people off. Is this guy gonna jump scare me? You don't even get to inspect that body. He's just there. What does it say? Menningszugang, Kantinen. Oh, Cantina. Let's go. Cantina. It unlocks from the other side. Oh, Lord. Is a lot of the doors in this game just locked? And just like window dressing? What is that? Is that a suit? You a suit? What are you? A worker sleeping units. In facilities like these small caged bunks are all a Gestalt worker can call their own. Gestalter. Diary. The protectors have been worried lately. They're hiding something. There's less of them. Ration plan. That's what that says, by the way. I translated it from like QR code. Ration. They could have made one of those like little patterns. They could have made it look like an Among Us. You know, like like the Among Us like character, a crewmate. They should do that, dude. They should put like a little crewmate, like a hidden crewmate in it. Ration plan keeps changing. Alina says, "I'm imagining." Blah 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 at them. I can feel their fear like it's my own. What are they scared of? Hiding something. There's less of them. Huh. I don't know what would be missing. I don't know what would be missing in that letter. Somebody left a message for their sweetheart, right? Saying that shit's going on. Creature uniforms are old and worn out. That's a fan. Can't touch the fan. Cool. We didn't really get anything from that but story, but that's fine. Story game's gonna story. Alina's diary. You want me to do it in a woman's voice? Feeling a little lighthearted. Wait, lightheaded. Feeling a little lightheaded today. I hope it's not the new flu that's been going around. I can't afford to miss any more shifts. Yeah, that storch at the factory was chewing me out. Oh god, that sounds dirty. Not sure the Switch had those fans. They just crashed the Switch, so they removed them. They just removed them. Have you seen what's been going on with the fucking Pokemon game, dude? Pokemon Sapphire and... I don't even know. What's it called? Sapphire and Emerald or some shit? Holy fuck, dude. Holy shit. It's like the worst reviewed Pokemon game. It crashes all the time. Big old Juicy, if Juicy Doodles was here, he'd tell you all about it. Juicy crashed and lost progress so many times, and he still managed to get 100% of the Pokedex and beat the game. But he crashed so many times, dude. That game fucking sucks. It's so bad. It's terrible. And that's actual full crashes. He had so many like full crashes, like one every 4 or 5 hours, right? But in terms of other bugs, way more, right? Dude, it's not. It doesn't even run well, right? At all, because it can dip down to like 8 FPS. Like at the best of times, it's 20 to 25, and at the worst of times, it's 8. Juicy mentioned that as well. Like even just the general performance of the game is fucking terrible. And it doesn't even look good, right? Like, let's be honest, it doesn't even look like a good game. If you see screenshots that people take, fair enough, it's a Switch game, right? Like, it's going to be played on a small screen. But the Jaggies, because there's no AA, right? There's none. And, oh my god, I could go on all day. I wish Juicy was here to tell you more. He sent me a big message on Discord about it because he put like, I think he played like 80 hours or 50 hours or something. He played quite a lot of hours to beat it. And now he's like shiny hunting. But it's a nightmare. It's like a game that's a struggle to play. I mean, look at me with, what's it called? The Ascent. I had how many crashes with the Ascent? 3? And then Song of Horror I had 2. And that was enough to spoil the experience. I can't even imagine what it's like to crash that much. And look at me with like Elden Ring, right? I was mad in Elden Ring when I fell from 60 to like 40 FPS and had a couple of like 1 to 2 second freezes that made me lose progress. Imagine crashing and having to do the whole thing again. Like, ugh, like losing save data. I would never. My temper could not play that game. It's not a thing. Oh, yikes. Alright, Alina's diary. There's a new flu going around. I can't afford to miss any more shifts. That storch at the factory was chewing me out for what felt like hours for fainting at work the last time I got a cold. I haven't seen Elster the last few days. That's me! Right? I hope she's okay. More and more people go missing in the mine lately, including replicas. Not even the protectors seem to be safe. I'm not understanding, right? I am Elster, right? And I'm a replica. Yes? And Alina is Alina, right? So Alina was a worker and we were a replica. Were we in love? Were we in love with each other? She signed the card on the back. She wrote Alina's CO or SAO. CO? Yeah, we're Elster. Haven't seen Elster in the past few days. I hope she's okay. More and more people go missing in the mine lately. But Why would Elster be missing in the mine? I thought that Elster, right, the character we were on that ship that got fired out into like the outer reaches of the world, right? Or was that just the intro? I'm not sure how the intro like fits with the game. It just seems very strange. Like, it seems very strange that like now we're, I don't know, weird. We'll work it out eventually, and if we can't, there's always YouTube videos. Service request form F29. I'm not going to read every single part of this. Status, guard, department, worker quarters, service object, Himmel, type D, automatic security door, location of object, worker block A6 corridor. Lock on the staff door in A6 is jammed again, requesting a locksmith. Electronics reset key is nowhere to be found. I set up a lockpicking kit, but management bumped the elevator engines up in priority. So next shift we'll have to pick the lock. It's just trial and error at this point. Find me if you need a key to open a service hatch, or ask management. From 5, which means 5 in German. Ja, mein Name ist 5. Alright, I'm gonna stop doing the German voice. It's not happening again. Alright, here's the key. Good old key. Can you hear my phone going like whoop, whoop, and vibrating? I'm gonna turn my phone off. I'm gonna turn my phone's Wi-Fi off so I don't get any, or you know, actually I'll put it in D&D. Put it in Do Not Disturb. Cool. So now if it rings, I'll have to look at it and see. Whoa, okay. You ever watch the lockpicking lawyer on the old YouTube? Binding on 2. Free is set. Binding on 4. Does that look right? That looks right. Let's go. Nope. Wait. Lockpicking lawyer, dude. Lockpicking lawyer is the bee's knees. Oh. Hey. Do I have to do that every time? It's locked. East wing key required. I thought that it was going to be like, I don't know, introducing a mechanic that you would reuse or something there. Like a lockpick you could take with you. Is that a cheesecake? What the fuck is that? Oh. The box is locked. It looks like it requires some sort of square-shaped key. Alright, we don't have a square-shaped key. It definitely feels like PlayStation 1, right? Like this feels like Metal Gear. Like it feels like Metal Gear when you're in the God, which section? What do you call it? The armory? I suppose it's the armory, right? I'm trying to think of the floor. I think it's the B2 floor from the first building, right? Like it feels like the armory. Yeah, he'd be stumped by that box. He doesn't have any square pegs. No square pegs at all. Pick up repair patch. Yes, I love repair patches. I also love the blood red screen. How have I been playing this game for an hour and 20 minutes? That's insane. We have a storage thing! And we've got music. We've got music. I guess we can put the picture in the box, right? But we've been showing people the picture, so do we want the picture? We got 3 slots open if we take the picture away. Yeah, true. You always wonder things like that, right? Like, why can a character only have like 2 swords or some shit, right? Like, it's very weird. Or limited ammo. If you look at somebody who's in the army, right, and how much ammo they can hold in their body, it's insane amounts. It's actually insane amounts. You ever seen the video from... It's... Right, there's a video in Bowling for Columbine, the documentary. What's the guy that did the Bowling for Columbine documentary? Anyway, in the documentary, and it shows you how many, like, guns a kid can hide in his big, like, Jinko jeans. Michael Moore. You know what I wanted to say, but I knew it was wrong? I wanted to say Morgan Spurlock. Morgan Spurlock is the guy who ate McDonald's every day and, like, nearly fucking died. I wanted to say Morgan Spurlock. It's Michael Moore. It's Michael Moore. Michael Moore is Kevin Smith's nemesis, right? Like, he's like the yin to Kevin Smith's yang. I don't even know if they know each other, but they're like these 2 fat, angry Hollywood men, right? Like, one of them's super liberal, right? And the other one is gay. Oh, man. Oh, God. Morgan Spurlock. Good God. I actually, like, for real talk, I did a critical analysis of Bowling for Columbine, so I really should have remembered the name of him, Michael Moore. Back in 2005, I did a critical analysis of that and Saving Private Ryan. And I did Apocalypse Now as well, but I didn't submit that one. And the Bowling for Columbine one was me trying to pick flaws in the documentary and its style. And one of the big things that I pushed on was the scene where they interview the NRA guy, right? They interview the NRA people, and the person who they interview is clearly suffering from dementia or like Alzheimer's. And just Michael Moore's interview technique to that guy, the way he leads him on questions and the way it's cut, where it doesn't quite line up, so you can tell that he's probably answering a different question. Very weird. Yeah, Michael Moore, like, yeah, what you're saying, Michael Moore stretched the truth so much in some of these documentaries. Yes. Yes. Morgan Spurlock also stretched the truth, though. Because Morgan Spurlock, when he was doing, like, the McDonald's thing and whatever, I mean, you know, he was eating more calories than his body needed. You know, if he wanted to prove that McDonald's was unhealthy, he would eat, like, the calorie count, if you know what I mean. Like, he would hit his normal calorie count and exercise, because they say as part of a healthy lifestyle or as part of a healthy diet, you can enjoy McDonald's, right? I don't know. Things like that. Anyway, I go on some fucking tangents, dude. I go on some huge tangents when I stream. Like, what the fuck? This is because I haven't spoken to anybody with my, like my parents and Sandy for, like, a week. Yeah, the big serving sizes. There's a really cool video. Casey Neistat did a cool video in, like, 2011 about the drink sizes at McDonald's. The drink sizes, because they changed the drink sizes, I think, on sugary, like, beverages, so that the maximum was like 20 ounces or whatever the American is, right? Like, I think they changed it so the biggest size was like 500 milliliters, like half a liter. So he said, what's the point? Because if you wanted more Coke, you would just buy 2 half liters, right? Like, what's the point of limiting the maximum size when somebody who wants that much can just buy 2? The same with Morgan Spurlock and the supersize thing, right? Because the show was called Super Size Me. and it was because they were pushing like, you know, do you want a supersize? Do you want a supersize? Like getting rid of supersize doesn't change anything, because if you're like really fat and you eat a lot of burgers, you're just gonna order more small burgers, right? Look at White Castle. White Castle sells sliders. When you go to White Castle, you buy like 6 burgers because they're small. Like, right? Like that was the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Yeah. It's good shit. We have a weird law. I don't know the full law because it's been like a while since I read it, but it was updated this year. If you have a shop, a store, right, whose sole trade is not bakery or confection or, you know, cookies, candy, this type of stuff, right? If you're a candy store, these rules don't apply. If you're a bakery, these rules don't apply. But if you're like a general convenience store, you're no longer allowed high sugar drinks or high sugar like sweets, candy, chocolate to be visible from your window. So the window of your storefront, right? Like if you have like you know, like the windows on shops are glass, right? And then the actual window display can't contain any of that stuff unless it's your business. Like if you're a chocolate shop, like a chocolatier, if you're a patissier or something, right? Like you can do it, but they've changed it so that that stuff has to be a certain distance from the door so that people don't impulsively see something unhealthy and then go buy it, right? And the logic behind letting people who have chocolate places is letting them like skirt the rules is that that's the only thing they sell, so their shop needs that there. I meant to ask you, as a resident Scottish person, okay? Oh god, I know a few more, but still. Thoughts on the esteemed titles scandal? I don't even know what that is. Wasn't that a thing ages ago? Esteemed titles scandal. Esteemed titles. Wasn't that ages ago? Established titles, a scam sponsor. Oh, yeah. Established titles, not esteemed. Established. You mean like the people who are selling like a square of land in Scotland so that you can be a lord? Because if you own land, you could be a lord. It's a scam. It's a total scam. It's just like buying a plot of land on the moon or like naming a star. It's just a scam. It's literally that. It's literally naming a star or a yard of land on the moon. It's a load of shit. Yep. Yeah, it's a gag gift. It's a joke. It's like when you get ordained, right? You can become an ordained minister for like $5. And then technically you'd be able to like officiate weddings or whatever, but it doesn't hold up. It's just a gag gift. It's just like a thing, but it's a scam. But I believe it's like it's real. You know what I mean? Like I believe that farmers or whatever are selling like the land, but they're not really selling the land. You're not getting a land deed because yeah, you're just not. It's a scam. I mean, yeah. I thought you were talking about the other thing. I thought you were talking about the thing with the honors list where the alright, say for example if you wanted to be like a knight, right? Or if you wanted to be an OBE or an MBE or something like that, right? Like a Queen's honors. There was people saying that you could pay for honors. I thought that's what you were talking about. That scandal was called the Cash for Honors scandal, if I remember correctly. If you want to look that one up. And it was years ago. I mean, it's been going on for a long time. Yeah, Cash for Honors was what I thought you meant. And I was like, huh? That's not recent. But like, yeah. Esteemed titles thing came up recently for me because I think a lot of YouTubers are doing like a sponsored thing, right? Odd Header recently advertised it. Odd Header, the guy that does video game myths. Odd Header had a little thing about it. I think he has he said the first 200 people to sign up to the Scottish land titles thing will have their thing next to his. That have their plot of land in the same place as his. Yeah. Oh Christ. Jesus Christ, Grumbledunk. Oh, Prince Andrew. Oh God. You know when he dies, it'll be like Maggie Thatcher 2.0. I swear to God, it'll be like when Jimmy Savile died, or or when Margaret Thatcher died. Oh Lord. Oh God. Alright, distraction over. I go on so many tangents, I don't even mind. I think it's great. These fucking tangents are top tier. Top tier tangents. And it's come to my attention that at least one worker might be aware of the code broadcasting frequencies for the protector wall states. We've already read this on another thing. Yeah, this is a note that was already in another room. Makes sense though. There's no way this is going to be the same thing, right? How do you get into this? How do you get into this? Oh, it's the thumbstick. You use the D-pad to get here, and then it's the thumbstick once you're here. It's not going to be the same thing, though. 20, 45, 12. It's not going to be that. 25, 12. Yeah, established titles is not a thing. Literally just a scam. Disposable stun prod 2. Ah. Is this a little bit like when you get the knife in some of the Resident Evil games? Like if you get attacked, it's like a way of getting out of jail free. Due to recent events, all facility staff members are encouraged to familiarize themselves with the use of electro-impulse devices. We've been supplied with a shipment of EIG-2 disposable stun prods for training purposes. Please refer to the enclosed handbook for more information. Electro-impulse Gerard. Okay, I said I wasn't going to do the voice. I did it anyway. EIG-2 stun prod is a single-use, short-range, disposable, non-lethal solution for incapacitating non-cooperative individuals. Non-cooperative individuals. What a great name. It can be equipped. You don't know what it is? Ugh. In like some of the Resident Evils, and I think some, it's not House of the Dead, because House of the Dead's like the arcade shooter, but like there's another game that's like Resident Evil, and Knives is almost like Lives, kind of, right? Like it's like armor. It's like having armor. Like if you've got 4 knives, you know. Try a few sounding like Rammstein. Wait, what do you mean? Like a few of the words? like how that's Electro Impulse Garat? I should say Electro Impulse Garat. IEG2 Stun Prod. 9. Alright, we're not doing that. That fits too well. It fits too well. Jawohl. Oh my god. Jawohl, Herr General. It's too funny. We can't do it. It's too funny. This isn't meant to be a funny stream. It's meant to be cringe. Disposable non-lethal solution for incapacitating non-cooperative individuals can be equipped to the tool slot in the inventory screen. Once equipped, it will be shown on the lower left of the inventory screen. Can be used with one hand while on the move and even while aiming another weapon. Once equipped, to use a stun prod, simply press left bumper while facing an enemy. High voltage electro discharge may arc to individuals close to the target. Used with care. Do not deploy on elderly, pregnant, or individuals with known heart disease issues. Heart disease unless absolutely necessary. Oh, so if it's really necessary, just hit the elderly with it. Right? If it's really necessary, go for it. Ammo stacks, right? Ammo doesn't, like, ammo is 1 slot. Cool. Let's equip. There it is, bottom left. Very cool. Wunderwaffen unserer Herren. Oh my god. Super weapons of our nation in the battle against the Empire Falca units. Am I a Falca unit? You can suck on my unit. The Osterflügel is the wing card. We got it. East wing card. Interrogation report. Subject worker Wilhelm Chen. Yeah, that's really weird, right? It is like Asian and German. And some of the names, like SEO, like CEO, Alina CEO, kinda sounds like Chinese name, right? Whereas I thought this was kind of meant to be Japanese because that's closer to. I mean, I'm still thinking about the Axis powers, right? Like, contraband found in locker. Result confession. No food. 3 cycles. Illegal use of radio. This guy, Michaela Wong. Isopod. 2 cycles. That's Judge Dredd. 2 cycles in the isopod, right? Isopod, 3 cycles, loitering, right? There's literally, yeah. Look, Wolfgang Wong. They all have German first names and Asian second names. Cool. Franz Ho, okay, and Emily Huang. Trespassing. Expired during interrogation. Passed out during interrogation. Dude, why are people dying during interrogation? What are they doing to them? It's crazy. Alright. East wing. This will be the east wing, right? No? No? East wing this way? Ah. Oh, shit. I got my east and west mixed up. I really did. Did you know that the way that we were taught to memorize the compass directions is Norwegians eat shredded wheat? Did you know that? And I'm not even making that up. It's Norwegians eat shredded wheat. Northeast, west, south, in clockwise direction. I'm not even making this up. I wish I was. It's literally, it's Norwegians eat shredded wheat. It's how you memorize it. It's a mnemonic to memorize the directions on the compass. Stall is locked. Is someone inside? Probably. I'll take the repair kit. I just dropped one of those though earlier. It's literally Norwegians eat shredded wheat. I'm not making this up. How did I get in there? No use. I think you need to be near enemies to use it. I tried to use the stun rod on the door. Oh yeah, we still need something that's square shaped for the square hole. Was that fan in the Switch version, or was it too intense for the Switch's hardware? Asian toilets? I didn't notice. Was it? Was it an Asian squat toilet? Yeah. That's actually something that would put me off of Oh, I didn't store them because you don't need to, because it's all in the same stack. I guess we can save it anyway. Yeah. Asian toilets would put me off of going to Japan. I know that Western style toilets in places like Tokyo, Yokohama, like Osaka, like all these big places are very common, right? But there are still squat toilets. There's also squat toilets, I don't know if you know this, say you walk into the bathroom, right? A public restroom. It opens right up onto the street with no, like, you know, privacy, I suppose. Like, a normal bathroom in the UK, you turn a corner so that the main door doesn't open on to people peeing, right? Like, you turn a corner. They'll design the bathroom so that you turn a corner when you go in and you can pee, right? Asian toilets sometimes open right into the room, and there's 3 or 4 Asian toilets in a row with like a waist-high wall between them. So if somebody's sitting taking a shit, or like squatting taking the shit, you're squatting next to them. You can like see them. You can like have a conversation. That's fucked. That's not good. Wait, you've used them? Oh no. Grummel dunk. Oh no. I'm a very confident shitter, right? So I'd be great in that situation. But, you know, if you're a nervous shitter, oof. Also, I just got repair spray. Does that mean I'm gonna take damage soon? Somebody opens the door, you're like taking a shit next to some other guy. Weird. Hello. Oh! Hello? How do I stomp? Oh, A. It's A to stomp. Or X. It's not the same as shooting. What the fuck is this in the corner? Is this alive? Well, that was a waste of ammo. It's breathing. Yep. It be do. Yeah, that's very like Silent Hill, Resident Evil. It's like bleeding into the sink as well. It's just like chilling out. I panicked there, and I wasted 2 extra shots as well. Not good. I think there was a glitch as well. When I walked like this, there was a black rectangle. Oh, there it is. Did you see it? Watch where my feet are now. I think there's like a shadow that's having like an issue. I don't know. It didn't happen that time. It's locked. I need the... Wait, what? Mensa key. I gotta join Mensa. Mensa's a scam as well, by the way. I don't know if you know that. You know Mensa? Like the smart people organization? Joining Mensa is like a big scam. You gotta pay for like a membership and whatever. It's just a big scam. Service request form R90. Date of filing service request 8421 free. I should have been looking at the dates to see if like how long this place has been in disrepair. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mensa was like a big thing in I would say like early 2000s. I heard a lot about Mensa. Carol Vorderman, the mathematician countdown presenter, you know, her, she was in Mensa, I'm pretty sure, and a couple other people, like British celebrities. Object EULR RKM7 spatial navigation module. Department kitchen staff workers quarters. My mapping module is still defective and won't show any map data. Keep getting lost on my way to work and back. I had to sleep in a hallway last cycle because I couldn't find the staff elevator. Oh no. He had to sleep in the hallway because he couldn't find the staff elevator. Oh my god, dude. That's a thing. That's a thing. That's me. That's me though, right? Please, I can't find my way around this place without a map. Mars. Poor Mars, dude. Imagine, like, sleeping in a hallway. I think it used to be huge on the internet in the late 90s. Some of them were Mensa that wanted you to pay. Yeah. Like, real Mensa, right? Like, not scams. Like, actual Mensa. Pick up the Mensa key. Temporare Zugang Mensa. 523. Or, well, 5, 2, 3, Logistics. I don't know how you would say that in Rammstein. Dude, Till Linderman from Rammstein has one of the lowest fucking voices. I swear to God. I can't hit those notes at all. Nowhere even close. Like, you can hear my voice warbling when I even try and get close to that. Can you just be quiet with these guys and just, like, chill out? Do you need to fight them? I can't stomp his head because he's not... I can't stomp his head. I wasted my stun gun. I think a stun is like a one hit way to get them to the ground. Shit, what a waste. Well, got some more ammo. This is new territory to you from here? Okay. Okay. That's not good for me. You gotta catch up. You gotta be ahead of me so you can tell me what the fuck to do. Repair kit. What's my health looking like right now? Status yellow. We're on yellow. Sealed single-use adhesive patch containing a coagulant restores a small amount of health over time. Do we want to go for it? Restores a large amount of health over time. So the repair spray I should definitely just put in the box, right? Because this is like a big ol' heal. I think we're fine walking around on yellow. I'll maybe heal. I'll use a small heal when I'm on orange and see if that takes me back to green or blue or whatever it is. Enemies don't drop anything, right? Like, that's pretty cool. Or weird. Hey. Oh, shit. Huh? Huh? Why isn't my... Oh, God. Why isn't my gun reloading? What? How am I out of ammo? I just picked up... Oh! I didn't pick up 10 rounds. I picked up 4. I don't have any ammo. I don't think so anyway. Yeah, all you can do is push them back. Shit, I'm fucking dying, bro. I'm dying for real. I'm on red. Fuck it. And that took us back to yellow. And then that took us to... Still on yellow. Okay. Not good. Flock of seagulls? You mean ran? Ran so far away? I listened to the remastered version of A Flock of Seagulls Ran So Far Away recently. And I finally understood why they're called Flock of Seagulls. It never made sense to me, but I totally get it now. Do you know? Because it's it makes me want to play it, but I know I'll get demonetized. It's not even demonetized. I'll get in trouble. I'll get a copyright strike. The guitar effects at the beginning of the song Ran So Far Away sound like a flock of seagulls. It's not bird sounds though. It's the guitar. It's actually, yeah, it's like it's because they have bird sounds, but it's actually the guitar. It's the not the feedback, but it's like the, what do you call it? First album's really good. You know, I've been listening to like Oingo Boingo. There were 2 whole Oingo Boingo albums that I had never heard. I'd never heard. I'd heard one song from one of them. and they're totally different albums. They're totally different. One of them actually sounds like, oh god, what is it? Blondie. You know Blondie? Rapture. You know the song Rapture by Blondie? Oingo Boingo has a song that sounds exactly like Rapture by Oh baby, hello. She's tall. Look at that. What? How is she so tall? Is she one of the security bots? Storch. You don't look like you belong here. You're an Ulster unit, right? This facility is currently on lockdown. You shouldn't be here. I'm the protector controller on duty on this level. I don't know what kind of business you have here, but as you can probably see, we've got bigger issues right now. If you're looking for the commander, I have some bad news for you. She got sick and everyone else is getting sick too. Don't know about them. I will just get that song stuck in my head. Yeah, I know. Oingo Boingo and yeah, I know. But seriously, they have some like really good songs. There's one terrible song and it sounds like, you know, in the 80s when people were just experimenting with random shit, there's one song, it's like literal noise. Like a whole song of noise. I actually looked it up, right? Like after it played in the YouTube playlist, I looked it up to see if it was like a corrupted audio file. Because it was that bad. And it's not. It sounds like that in all the different versions that have been uploaded. It's just that bad. It was very, very strange. Yeah, Lou Reed does the weird talking stuff and like random noise as well, right? It's very strange because I think it's like track 4 on a 12-track album, which is weird because that would be the days of cassette tapes, right? So people would buy the cassette tape and like 4 into it. Maldoror? I've never heard of him. I've never heard of that dude. Work shift controller to night shift controller. Due to recent events, some security technicians will be servicing both work shifts and night shifts. Affected guards, blah 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 blah, right? Like affected controllers. That's everybody, right? It's like 6 people. Oh, and he's 307, right? There's 4, 5, 6, and 9, and then and then 3 and 6, right? And then he's 7. Storch Sybin. Until an effective treatment is found or reinforcements are sent from Heimat, we'll all have to stay strong and do our best to keep the facility secure. Failure is not an option. P.S. Keep an eye on your administrator unit. Since the incident, he's been acting stranger than usual. Without the commander to keep him in check, we'll have to ask Colibri for help. Pick up West Wing Key. Wow. Alright, we forgot to do the thing. Westerflügel Arbeiter. Siolina Zugenspasse. 9. Is this person not gonna talk to me at all? She's really tall though, right? Like, if this character that I'm playing is, I don't know, 5'4", 5'6", she's gotta be at least like 7 feet tall. Very long legs. Like my hips are at her knees. Or her mid-thigh at least. Super tall. Aeon. National Ministry for Work and Education. I can't believe I'm out of ammo. I actually can't. I cannot believe I'm out of ammo. Magnetic keycard for worker quarters West Wing. I just realized you can press the I don't know what you call it. What's the touchpad called on a DualShock 4 controller? Does it have a name? Anyway, you can press that and it takes you to this screen. That's pretty cool. Right? Like that's kind of cool. I think it's pretty cool. Where are we going? West wing, so that'll be the yellow doors. Butterfly box is there. Wall safe is there. This game is really good at doing shit like this, you know? Like, this is a cool map. Do I want to go to the elevator lobby? Let's go for it. This corridor sucks, though. Huh? Oh, this is a new place. This is the worker bathroom. We haven't been in here. Is this open? No. It feels weird streaming after not streaming for so long. It feels really weird. I actually don't know what I'm doing like tonight. I slept 8 hours. I think I slept from 1 a.m. till 9, whereas the whole week I've been streaming. The whole week I've been sleeping from roughly midnight until about 5 or 6 a.m. right? Or 4 a.m. on a couple of the days actually. So it's like I don't know if I want to get closer to my old sleep schedule or if I want to try and, I don't know, maybe I want to like start waking up at 11 a.m. That way I'm actually awake when I'm trying to stream. Because right now I'm tired as hell, right? I've only been awake 12 hours, right? But because I was like sick and thrown out a cycle and whatever, right? Like I feel more tired than I would normally after being awake 12 hours. Because I'm awake the same amount as anybody else. It's just that I sleep at a different time. It's not that I sleep like a lot. I sleep the normal amount. It's just that when I sleep is like a different time. Did this guy shit out a broken key? That's half of the broken key for the square lockbox, I think. 10 days, not that long. It feels like a long time though. It feels weird to stream after like not sitting in my room talking to myself an hour plus a day for like 10 days. So I'm sort of to get out of bed these days when I don't have to get up and it's so dark, wet and nasty. So yeah boy. Yeah boy. What? Oh, I didn't equip it. I didn't fucking equip the stun thing. Fuck you, bitch. I didn't equip it. I tried to use it without having it equipped, and it was like, no. Yeah, this is where we came in. I think I have, you know, people have like seasonal affected disorder. I think I have that. I take vitamin D year round. I've been taking vitamin D for like 5 years, year round. But I definitely feel like I have seasonal affected disorder. I feel like when it's winter, I'm way worse mental health wise. Definitely. You know what the weird thing is as well? They did a test. What was it about? It was like people who do shift work, right? The people who work the same job but work different shifts for long periods of time. The people who get less sun exposure because their cycle is like what mine was like, right? Like waking up in the afternoon, going to bed when it's light outside. They had higher blood pressure and a couple other things as well. Just because of the time that they were waking up, right? Like they had more stress, higher blood pressure, poorer physical health in general. They weren't dying quicker. It wasn't like a long-term test, but it was like, you know, if you went and saw the people who'd been 6 months of night shifts and 6 months of day shifts, right? More cancer and heart attacks. Yeah. Like, I would totally say that the heart attack thing, I don't know about the cancer thing. Because like, but I would take your word for it. What I'm trying to get at is my cycle is, even though it's the same, right? It's the same like 16 hours awake, 8 hours of sleep. same as everybody else, because of the time shift of it, and possibly even like, you know, people in like Norway, and northern Norway probably is worse than southern Norway, right? Because Norway is a pretty long, tall country. Do people in the north get like even less sun, even shorter days? Because they would probably be affected by it, even though they're not working night shifts, right? Northern Norway has no daylight at all. Oh, okay. Fuck, dude. Oh no. It's just constantly facing away from the sun. Oh, Jesus. Right. It was like in a cancer research thing. Yeah, the study that I'm talking about was literally, it was just blood pressure, and it was about stress, and I think they did like other stuff as well. I think I had mental health stuff in it as well, like how happy are you with your you know, work cycle, your life cycle, whatever you want to call it. Christ, it's so weird. It's like that in a lot of northern places, right? Where it's like sunny all day in the summer, and then for like maybe 3 months of the year. I think there's a part of the world, is it the Arctic Circle? Is it as far up as that? Where it's like 3 months of the year it's just sun, and then the next like 9 months it's night? Oh no, that's ammo. How much ammo? Give me like a lot. 3? 3's not enough to kill this bitch. Not quite that. The only geography I know is you see me, listen to me yawning. I've been awake literally 14 hours or something, right? Like, what time did I wake up today? Did I wake up at 9 today? No, I didn't. Let me check my alarm on my phone. That'll tell me what time I woke up. There you go. I woke up today at 7:50. So basically 8. So I've only been awake 13 and a half hours. And I slept like 7+ hours. Yet I'm tired as shit. If this was, if that was like last week or the week before, and I had 7 hours of sleep, I would not be tired after 12 and a half, 13, 14 hours being awake. I wouldn't be tired until like 18 hours awake. Very weird. The like shifting like that has fucked me up. Start running past them soon. Yeah. If I don't get a reusable melee weapon like a baton, I'm pretty fucked. I tried with that one, the one that I ended up killing with the stun stick. I tried to hit her with my gun, right? But hitting with the gun is just pushing them back. It's not actually hurting them, as far as I can see. Shit, you already booked today on a hike, and the infected started yawning all the time before they went to kill it. Oh god. Oh god. Yawning zombies? Is that a thing? What else am I meant to do with this key for the hatch key? I feel like I don't know what the fuck I'm meant to be doing. I'm definitely meant to be getting into the safe, right? Mind-controlled people. It's not like I'm stuck right now, but I'm just kind of confused, right? Like, what we're trying to do is control the elevator, right? We're trying to control the elevator, we're trying to get into the butterfly box, and there's the wall safe in the office. So, I guess I'm going up to where the north corridor thing is to go into that yellow door. Right? That's what we're trying to do. And then this is also a yellow door, but it's mineshaft access and needs the admin key. So we're probably going up there to the other wing. But it's weird, because I would have said that this is, yeah, northeast corridor. It doesn't say wing, right? So it is probably this door up here. Why do you think she doesn't have feet? Is it a stylistic choice? Is it a polygon count thing? Shit. Ah, shit. Oh god. I went in the wrong door. Got him. I have half of this key, but I know that you can combine items in this game, so I'm going to need to combine the other item. What's in my box? Nothing. Alright. That red screen's so weird. Did you turn film grain off, by the way? Do you get options like that on the Switch? Because there's film grain, and it looks bad. It makes everything just look like more dull. And then there's this, which I wouldn't. This looks like a CRT that needs to be denoised. Like, look at the you know, the electromagnetic like field on the right and left. My nephew's getting a Switch Lite for Christmas, and he doesn't know. And I'm so happy about it, because he's playing games right now on his Amazon Kids tablet, and they're super predatory. So he's learned to watch ads to get more lives. And I think there's some type of child protection where some of the ads don't play on those games, but a lot of the ads are ads to download other games. And because he's like 6, right? Like he just turned 6, it'll be like, tap here to play this game. And he taps it and he downloads even more games. You know? Might have to help him with a thumbstick. You mean like if there's thumbstick drift? Yeah, kids seem to hash things more, right? So he'll probably end up getting thumbstick drift at some point. Yeah. Unlocks from the other side. Oh god, right, I'm totally stuck then. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've been talking too much about random shit and I've completely lost what I'm meant to be doing. Oh no. I'm really happy about it though, because he should be playing games where he's able to play as much as he wants without having to watch ads, right? Like, as simple as that. He shouldn't have to learn to press the skip ad button, shit like that. This fucking trash for a kid. Like, it's really trash, right? Like, he actually accidentally spent 16 pounds on lives, and it came up on his mother's credit card or debit card. It wasn't a credit card, it was a debit card. And he accidentally must have pressed something. They don't even know what he did, right? They don't even know like which app it was he bought it in. I think they didn't get it refunded, but then the customer service talked them through how to like make it so he couldn't do that again. But it's literally like, if you die, it's like, if you die in this game, it's like Subway Surfers. I don't know if you know what that's like. It's like free railway tracks, and you swipe to like run on the left track, then you move to the middle when there's an obstacle, and then you jump, right? So you tap to jump, and then left, right, middle track. If you die in that game, it says to keep playing, you know, either watch this ad or buy some lives. And 5 lives was £3. He can burn through 5 lives in like, I don't want to exaggerate, but like 2 minutes. I'm not exaggerating, like literally 2 minutes, because he hits all the obstacles. He's 6. You know? I already have part of the key from the toilets, unless there are other toilets. Are there other toilets? Are there other toilets here? This one? Yeah, maybe they've both shut out part of the key. But then how would I get in here? Oh. Use. Can't use that here. It actually has a butterfly on it. Intricately strange rectangular key with a butterfly wing pattern. It looks like part of it is missing. An intricate butterfly wing made from colored glass is inlaid on the end of the key. Yeah. Yeah, like, fuck loot boxes. Loot boxes are nowhere near as bad as whatever the fuck is going on Amazon Prime tablets. I swear. Loot boxes are nowhere near as bad as that. People actually want loot boxes back in Overwatch, by the way. Because, like what I said, it's better than whatever the fuck they're doing now. If you want everything for the new healer in Overwatch, you have to play over, is it 600 hours of the game? Something like that. You have to play a ridiculous amount to get everything for a character. Whereas before, you would open loot boxes, and if you had a duplicate in your loot box, you would get credits, and you'd use the credits to buy stuff. Simple, right? Easy peasy. I'm not saying the purchasing loot boxes is good, but earning loot boxes, the system for earning them, was good. And people want it back. They want it back in Overwatch. I feel like I'm looking for another part of the key, and it is in the toilet, and that I'm looking for a way to get into the toilet, but I don't know how. I feel like that's what this is. It's toilet time, right? And then the final goal is the elevator. The final goal is to get into the elevator, but in the meantime, what I'm trying to do, I think, is get into the lockbox. I haven't found a code for the safe, and I haven't found a radio. Have I found a radio? No, right? I don't think I found a radio. Was there a radio in here? Remember they said they used the radio to tell people the safe combination? No, I'm totally totally stomped. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna BRB. Maybe 1 second. Alright, what were we talking about? We're talking about how the fuck do you beat this game, and we're also talking about, what else? We're talking about my nephew and getting a Switch. My cousin's daughter, so like my second cousin, got a Switch. Like the one that plugs into the TV. But they only got one game for it. And I think that's really weird because doesn't the Switch have like free games? Like can't you get Fortnite on the Switch for free? I might be wrong, like maybe they have a paid version on the Switch, but like I thought Fortnite was free everywhere, you know? Like surely they could get some really cheap games or something, right? You have to pay for online. So you do. You're totally right. You got to pay like a monthly subscription. You're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, and you get like other benefits if you upgrade your plan, right? You like there's tiers. I remember that. Yeah. They talked about that. People thought it wasn't a good value proposition, right? Mm-hmm. Well, it should be, because you know that new Pokemon game? You would think that an official, like, Nintendo game made by Nintendo, like, made by Game Freak, right? Would have good online. Juicy Doodles said that the online in that game was so bad that it's the worst online experience he's ever had in a game. That is, you know... If you're like 30, right? Like Juicy's 36, I think, right? Am I doxing him by saying that? I think he'd be fine with me saying that. I'm breaking my rule of talking about people when they're not here. I'm breaking it so much right now. He's grown up, right? The same era as me. And if that's the worst game for online he's played, then that is unreal. Use friend codes? Yeah, you had to like, yeah. I didn't know that they stopped using friend codes, but you had to send somebody your long ass 16-digit friend code, and they had to send you theirs, and you both had to put in each other's friend code for you to be friends. You didn't get like a pop-up saying, hey, this person added you. I think you did later on. Originally with friend code, you both needed to do that. You both needed to get like the code, right? But then I think later on they changed it so that like you would get a notification saying, hey, you've been added. Alright, I'm fucking stuck, boys. What is going on? Is there not two parts of the key? There has to be two parts of the key, right? There's no way there's not two parts of the key. There's 9 dots on it. God, I keep yawning. How did I get into that middle list again? What was the button I pressed? What was the button I pressed to like get into that thing? Into the memory. You see what it says module left and right? There you go, it's the thumbstick. You have to press the thumbstick. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. It's like those things that streamers have on their walls. Right? You know when streamers have those tiles? What are they called? Like they light up LED tile things. It's like those, but that's what I'm made out of because I'm a robot. Did you try it on the box? I did not. Because I was really sure that there's going to be two parts of it. But I can go and try it on the box. Why not? Let's try it on the box. It's this way, right? Oh no, this is storage unit, whatever it's called. That's not where the box is. The box is through here. It's in this storage room. You know what? If it's just one piece, I'm gonna cry. Box is locked. Looks like it requires some kind of square-shaped key. Yeah, that's it. It's not gonna give you a prompt unless you have both parts. I'm stuck. I am stuck. Shit. I feel like I've been in every door, and the solution is the wall safe. I really think it's just the wall safe. Elevator control has a red. You see, it's like a red. I don't know, chevron shape. That red and black chevron shape is, hey, you have something to do here, right? Like that's what that means. Those two yellow doors have not opened. There's no way to open them. I don't think we're able to solve any of these things yet. I don't think we can do the elevator. I don't think we can do the wall safe. I don't have anything to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have a code. Like, that's a technician thing. There's a service request. Like, see if it says the mapping module. My mapping module is defective and won't show any map data. That's probably what the missing module is for here on the left. It's probably a mapping module. The interrogation reports mentioned see how the illegal use of a radio? Right? S23A and then this guy. I thought maybe something to do with, like, maybe their crew quarters had a radio that was able to do something. I don't know. That's just that. I need to stop yawning. The security officer lady doesn't really want to say anything, though. I suppose, like, it's worth going back to her. But she doesn't even show up on the map, right? Like, does she show up on the map? Rationing office, she doesn't show up. Mensa? Pantry, kitchen, pantry, mensa. A64, A61, we've been in those. And then this yellow door, it says, doesn't open from this side, and then this one says something similar. I thought that because we had the west wing key that we'd get in the west wing doors. But it says unlocks from the other side on this one. Sure, the key. That's a new mechanic. Well, I'm not going this way then, because there's zombies that I didn't kill yet. I really feel like the answer is in this toilet. I feel like this toilet has the other key. I think somebody's shitting out the other part of the key in the toilet. And I don't know how to get them to, like, I don't know. Shoot it. I'm scared of wasting ammo. And I also feel like if you ran out of ammo, you'd be hard locked, right? Like, you'd be hard locked in this part of the game. You know what I mean? Like, would the game let you get hard locked? Or would that be considered a soft lock? Yeah, it's hard locked, right? I'm not going out there. I'm waiting here for new orders. Until then, I'm not taking any risks. You know, there are like numbers like S2307. It kind of sounds like a safe password, but it's not, right? Like it's probably not the safe password. Is there maybe like an item that I didn't see because the game's pretty good at making items like highlighted enough, right, that you can see what's interactable and what's not interactable. This is where we found the other part of the key. The bloody poo guy's ass. And then this is the other corridor where the enemies are. And this is where we came in. This is where we fell. I'm totally stuck. Shooting it is like the last thing that I want to try because I don't want to like waste ammo. But it might be. Maybe you just go up, and if you didn't have ammo, you can just bop it, right? You can bop if you don't have ammo. So maybe that's the fail-safe for if somebody's out of ammo. Oh, I guess it's this. This is what it is, right? It's up here. It's through that door. I don't think we can kill her though. Oh, we can. We got enough ammo to kill her. Easy peasy. Oh fuck. What do I want to do here? Alright. Oh, I thought that was his... Oh, I thought it was a zombie. It's me. Search protocol. Protector controller on duty. S23A4822. Song Helena. Confiscated items. Oh, Helena Song is her name. Alright, cool. Watch Ring Dorm Room A16. Political Morals class is our workplace. Political Morals class? Arrested in ongoing investigation. Stolen radio. Originally reason for transfer. Counter-revolutionary activity. Distributing flyers at university. Julia Wang. Medication. They confiscated her medication. Arrested on suspicion of bioresonance. What the fuck is bioresonance? Confiscated hydroxycarbamide pills have been sent to the medical wing. Special supervisor request has been made to Calibri. Alina Seo. Oh, confiscated box with butterfly inlay. Inlay is Alina's box. Dorm A61. Workplace. Factory. Collapsed at the workplace from exhaustion. Bunk was searched before transfer to medical wing. Heinrich Fukuyama. Confiscated item. Fountain pen. Mining operation A. Recent transfer from factory. Arrested on suspicion of conspiracy against the state. We got another stun stick, so we can kill the one in the mirror. Where are we on the map right now? Defective lock. I am an idiot. I am an idiot. I am an idiot. I am an idiot. I didn't equip the stun thing. Alright, here we go. Got him. And this opens from this side. Yay! Now we've got a shortcut. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, Lord Almighty. We're not going in there again. This room looks safe. Frequencies. Moon 058. Sun 081. Scales 117. So this is gonna be the password to the safe, right? Yeah, I can kind of understand why people died too. Is that a saw? What do you think this is on the left? It's obviously like a bunch of sharp objects, but that looks like an actual power saw. So they were interrogating them to get the frequencies because they've been using the radios illegally. Illegally to transfer messages, maybe? Ah! Shit! Was that worth it? I was on yellow, right? And I took a hit. Was that worth it to get this? To heal myself back to yellow? Alright, never mind. Fuck them. Alright, we got our butterfly lock. Oh my god. Hold on. You know how I put that photograph away? Oh shit. I want to try something real quick. Is this as fast as you can run? Run. B. Yeah, that's as fast as you can run. I want to go back to that robot lady with the picture and see if we can show the picture to the robot lady. Not going out there, waiting for new orders. Okay. So she's not gonna, she doesn't have like an extra line of dialogue where we say, hey, do you know Alina CEO or anything. I think it would have been cool if it did have that though. So much walking through doors. We're almost there. Don't worry about it. We're almost there. We just gotta go in the room, get the box. And then this will give us something for the safe. Maybe it gives us a radio. What the fuck is that? Plate of Eternity? What the fuck is going on? What the hell? Now I'm on the second level of the Men in Black PlayStation 1 game. Alaskan Base. What the fuck is this? Arctic Research Base. On the moon. We're FPS now. There's a very Metal Gear vibe about this. This is like Metal Gear 2, right? Like Metal Gear Solid 2, I should say, not Metal Gear 2. Yeah, a wire fence on like the worst A-list, the worst A-list game. Look at this. When I move, it looks fine. Oh god. So when I stop moving, it looks even worse. Some kind of special locking mechanism. There's some sort of speaker or microphone on the front. Alright, cool. Very cool. Ooh, look at the condensation. That's cool. What a cool meme. It did say something in the document, but I don't know if that helps. You know, just knowing it. 160,000. Yeah, it's probably 160,000 is what it's at now, and then I need to know like which frequency it needs, and then I'm either bringing it up or down, right? So if I bring it up to sword or down to whatever, it's probably something like that. It'd be like a little puzzler. This is the carpet from The Shining. This is the carpet from the hotel in The Shining. It is, right? Like it is. And if it's not, it's close enough. We've played 4 games this year that have had The Shining carpet in it. We played Control, Song of Horror, Signalis, and there was one other one. I want to say The Ascent, but I don't think it was. There was another game we played that had the fucking Shining carpet. Door's locked from the other side. I can hear somebody screaming. More banned books. There's a replica radio module in the box. Pick up the radio module. That's the missing module that I have. The radio module can receive radio transmissions on frequencies between 50 and 250 kHz. Access the radio module by pressing up in the inventory. Yeah. When tuned to certain frequencies, automatically decode messages. Decoded messages will appear in the transcription window. REM64 long wave radio receiver module. The REM64 long wave radio receiver module allows the replica unit to directly receive and process low frequency amplitude modulation radio transmissions in the range of 50 to 250 blah blah blah. Cool. Module slot behind the left ear on generation 5 replicas. To access the module, we already know this. When the receiver is on, the frequency indicator will light up red and the spectrum bars will begin to move. When tuned to a station with a subcarrier signal, the signal label will ignite. When tuned to a station transmitting a data stream, the data label will ignite and the transmission data will be displayed in the transcription field at the bottom of the screen. Well, I believe that what we're probably going to do then is fuck around with the signal until it does something. To Radio Officer Young, Station 6. Dear Iris, I hope you and Ariane are both well. Spoken to the officials at Aeon and they agreed that it would be best for Ariane to attend school in Sector C. I have a spare room she can stay in until she graduates. I know you two are inseparable, but we both know that it is best for your daughter if she receives a normal education in the city. Love your sister, Camilla. This is completely random thought, nothing to do with anything. You know, how the VGAs are coming up? And normally... Ooh, look. Oh, shit. You know the VGAs are coming up, and normally, like, I restream the VGAs, and I have, like, the worst time ever, because somehow monitor capturing on my PC sucks. Do you think that that extra 65-70% processing power will finally allow me to monitor capture my monitor? OBS monitor capture is just so bad, and I don't know why. I'm hoping that I can actually capture a Google Chrome window. Last time I had to capture a specific window, like window capture, which you use for window-based games, right? Or applications like Photoshop and painting tools and stuff. If you wanted to stream that, that's what you would do. I had to window capture Firefox. Was the only way that we could get the VGAs, and it still lagged. It still wasn't running at the full 60 FPS, which, you know, I want to restream the VGAs this year. I think it's going to be top memes. I really do. New Kojima game is gonna be like fucking super hype. You got the Silent Hill shit. Can't wait, dude. It's gonna be sick as hell. Alright. So, the frequencies. 58, 81, 117. So let's try some of these. 58. 81. 117. Oh! Temp 2. 6. Viz free. Oh. Hum. 8 Z. What? Oh, temperature 22 to 6. Visibility 30. Humidity 80. Wind 2520. End. That's pretty cool. That's cool. Alright, let's look for another frequency. What the fuck? That's a lot of numbers. That's not meaning anything to me. Yeah. That's not meaning anything to me, so let's move on. It's just a number station. Just one of these spooky number stations. Hold on, though. There's nothing else here on the radio. There's that one. There's this one. And then there's nothing else. Oh shit. Unless putting ourselves exactly on 160 and then walking over here just does something. There you go. The microphone picks up the numbers. Simple as that. I thought that was going to be a screamer. It's just another hole. Well, that was it. That was it. That was all it was. I know what to do now, though. I'm pretty sure what we do now is, because we've went into like that weird memory and, you know, learned how to use the memory, the module. Now we can go to wait, we'll start it all the way to the left and we'll go to the right. I think now we can get the code to the safe. Two 204512. That's the code to the other safe. That's the safe on the it's the safe on the school. That's the school safe. So it's a different frequency that we need. I just ran over my fucking cable, headphone cable with my chair, and I can't get it out. Got him. Holy shit. Slightly confused? I'm slightly confused. We opened the box, and I think that it's using memories as like a tutorial for how to like teach you shit. But it's very weird that we were like on the random station, right? So then this one is 9721, but that's not the full thing. We have to wait until it comes back around. 29721. And if we go to the wall safe now, in the office, we should be able to get into it. So 29721. No, come on, bro. Wrong one. What are you slightly confused about? I'm thinking that the module that we're using right now was just in the safe. 54172. Is it the same? 54172. 54172. Oh shit! I'm an idiot. It's a picture of a fucking tree on it. You go use the tree. See? 176. It's 176. But also, see this like handbook and this? How did we get this letter? How do we have this letter in our possession? I guess it's a memory. So we don't have the physical letter. Alright, 172, right? For the tree. Huh? Am I high? 176. These menus are kind of fiddly because, like I said, the direction pad takes you up and down between the screens, and then the analog stick takes you left and right between the things, and then you have to press A to get into each of these sections, like memory, receiver, diagnostics. Alright, 98657, that's it. 98657, let's go. And this should be, I was expecting something different. No, this is it. This is the pass for the elevator. Doesn't say the person's name. Alright, elevator time. What's the quickest way to the elevator? I think it's through the left. Yeah. See those that room in registry, the red door to the right in the center of the screen? That didn't open. And then this yellow one didn't open. Possibly when you return back here that one will be open? I don't really know. But I guess we're going this way. Oh. It's weird that the lockers didn't have anything in them. Yeah, this room here feels like it's gonna open. Mineshaft access A. I need an administrator's key to call this elevator. So we're going to the administrator's floor, maybe? Which floor would have an administrator? We're on the Arbeiter floor. And then there's the two hospital levels. I guess we can just see where the elevator lets us go. Oh. Hospital A, workers' quarters. This is where we are, and we're not allowed to go to 1. And we're not allowed to go to 6. Probably told me where to go and I just didn't listen. Yeah, it literally probably told me where to go and I just literally did not listen. Come on, we're not allowed to go to 3. I'm like brute forcing this and it's not working. What? Are we on? We're on 2 though. Look, we're on 2. It says 2 right there. We can't go to 1, we can't go to 3. Oh, I'm pressing the cancel button. You're right. I thought this was doors closing. I'm pressing the cancel button. I'm so fucking stupid. I'm literally pressing the cancel button. It's a big flashing button, right? I'm gonna press it. Oh, wait. I think that's the eject your card button, and you don't need to if you're just gonna keep using the elevator because nobody else is here, right? Or maybe you do? Maybe you do need to. Maybe you need to eject your card to get off the elevator? Yeah, you need to eject your card to get off. You know what? I think I'm gonna end the stream. I know we saved before fucking around on the elevator, and it's, you know, it was very important stuff that happened. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream and we'll pick up this game tomorrow. I'm enjoying this a lot more than Outer Wilds. The reason I wasn't playing, what's that Western game I've been playing, Weird West? The reason I wasn't playing Weird West today is I finished the first character in Weird West and I didn't feel like playing the second right away. I feel like giving it a break. The first character in Weird West is the bounty hunter girl, and then the second one is like a weird pig man. And yep, I kind of wanted to wait. Is this the girl that we're looking for? Because she's wearing the same outfit and she has very similar hair. And her head is tracking me. What is this? Shotgun rounds. Alright. I'm going to end the stream. And we're going to play this tomorrow. And we're going to get some shotgun rounds. Those shotgun rounds... The box looks like... The box looks like, you know, like old like, what do you call it? Polaroid. Like old Polaroid film. Right? Issa Toto or whatever. You think it's Issa Toto? You know what? We'll find out. It is. It is. She looks so similar to the girl in the picture, right? Like she looks the same. Alright. Auf Wiedersehen. Good night. Thanks for watching. Hopefully there isn't 10 days before the next stream. Good night. Good night.